Is that working? Yes, good. Okay, before we go any further, Alex, you missed in your delightful canon of Spike Milligan poems of St. Patrick's Day, my favourite, but one I've always had to hold back from, because up until now, well, up until recently, I've never met a girl called Flo, but of course I do know a Flo now. So here is a Spike Milligan poem in celebration of St. Patrick's Day and in homage of Flo. Oh, dearest Flo, I love you so, especially in your nightie, when the moonlight flits across your tits. Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. Thank you. Now, what we... Yeah, you can. You can, dear. Okay. Now, this is actually going, but this is a bit of a departure. Normally I do songs of teenage angst, which is always a bit weird, at least, for a 57-year-old man. But they were songs of teenage angst when I was 17, so it wasn't so bad. This is going back to Homerton's roots. You see, Homerton, it's Cambridge, and we've got the charter, a proper college now. And it's, yeah. But in 1824, we were down the East End, you see? We were from the East End, we're from Homerton, in the East End of London. Now, most of you will only know the East End of London from bloody EastEnders, which doesn't give a correct representation. No. In the good old days, down the pub, Saturday night, you get down there, there'd be old Joe on the piano, we have a good old sing-song. Remember the Blitz? You know, happy days. People, they were happy days. You laugh. So I thought I'd do a little East End drinking song for you, which you can join in. You're going to have to join in the next one anyway, because it's a college song. But there's a couple of things that I need to talk to you about which won't have been covered. I mean, I know there's several of you who are doing the English tripods, but Cockney rhyming slang, I don't think, is one of the 1B papers you might be able to... Now, Cockney rhyming slang, I'm sure you're familiar with this, is the notion that you can actually talk about something like the stairs, the staircase, and you say apples and pears, stairs. Yeah, fairly easy concept to get hold of. Mince pies, eyes. Yeah. Can I think of another one? Someone else tell me one.
Oh, Joanna.
Oh, Joanna?
Piano.
Piano. Good. Sometimes they get quite complex. So, your Aris, all right? Your Aris, this comes from bottle and glass, you see? And we work it back, and it comes to Aris and Aristotle. So, Aris is Aristotle. Aristotle rhymes with bottle and glass, arse. There you go. Lordy. Now, this is all about having a girlfriend who drinks more than you do. Members of the boat club will be familiar with this song. It's called Drink with Rosie. Now, there's a lovely chorus which you've got to join in. And I've got all these funny things. Laurie Lee's doing the sort of stuff, and Laurie Lee wrote Cider with Rosie, and this is a drinking song about Rosie. Anyhow. And if you go down the Maypole in Cambridge, you can get Old Rosie, proper cider. And I always thought it was to do with the book, Cider with Rosie, but it's not. It's about a steamroller called Rosie. But there you go. Now, the chorus is... Everyone wanted to be drinking with Rosie. Everyone wanted to be drinking with Rosie. When Rosie went drinking with me, she never had eyes for good-looking guys. I was the apple of her old mince pies. It's a bit of rhyming slang there. Everyone wanted to be drinking with Rosie when Rosie went drinking with me. That's the chorus. The other little thing you've got to remember, if you're doing a Cockney drinking song, everything's got to end with a ah. Since I was a nipper, I've had this a wish to marry a girl who could drink like a fish. It wouldn't matter if I came home late, because she'd be in an equally horrible state. When I hit the beer world and Rosie hit gin, she just held back her head and shoveled it in. and she would sing songs that a girl shouldn't sing. When Rosie went drinking with me, all together. Everyone wanted to be drinking with Rosie when Rosie went drinking with me. She never had eyes for good-looking guys. I was the apple of her old mince pies. Everyone wanted to be drinking with Rosie when Rosie went drinking with me. On a Saturday night, we'd have a good scrub and go for a bit of a dude and a pub. We sink a few beers, have a good croon, and nobody minds if you sang out a tune. Old Joe's piano was as old as could be, and the lady that played it was 73. She grabbed a handful of notes in no particular key. When Rosie went drinking with me, ain't straight there. Everyone wanted to be drinking with Rosie when Rosie went drinking with me. She never had eyes for good-looking guys. I was the apple of her old mince pies. Everyone wanted to be drinking with Rosie when Rosie went drinking with me. Oh, hang on. That's from the Burt Weedon guitar book, Play With Yourself in a Day. And it's how I learned how to play the guitar. What? Many happy hours of entertainment, which ended up with an all-mentioned fifth. There you go. Hey. Final verse. A fella once said she should drink from a trough, so in no certain terms we told him where to get off. After she clocked him, we counted to 10. We picked him up, back up, and then she need him again. That's one thing for Rosie, well, she does a good job. Now he's wishing he'd never opened his gob. Well, she'd take on a pub for a couple of bob when Rosie went drinking with me. All together, one more time. Everyone wanted to be drinking with Rosie when Rosie went drinking with me. She never had eyes for good-looking guys. I was the apple of her old mince pies. Everyone wanted to be drinking with Rosie when Rosie went drinking with me. All right, y'all.